Well, here we are again. Welcome back, to another week of Just Done. My name's David, and we're here to talk about some basketball again. The biggest news going on is obviously that trade with Russell Westbrook and John Wall. Dude, talk about, stabbing your guy in the back. John Wall, man. You got the GM saying, "Oh man, no, we're not trading this guy." Weeks later, trade for Russell Westbrook, John Wall. Basically, the same player, right? And basically, so, you know, talk about not even giving your guy a chance to come back to the court to show if he's got it still, right? I mean, if you think about it, it's like, oh, you already knew once that GM said that, we're not trading him, he was full of shit. Basically, it kind of meant like, oh, yeah, I've been trying to trade this guy. But, we ain't got any takers, right? And then you get to the Rockets asking everyone, hey, get this guy Westbrook out of my team. And we'll do anything, right? Like even the Knicks didn't even want Russell Westbrook that much, right? Like they were like, "Oh, we're willing to trade. We're willing to trade." But we don't want to give up, that much for a guy who's like on the wrong side of 30, owed $40 million a year. Is a low IQ player, right? He's exciting to watch, but we're not willing to give up that much for him. We've learned our lesson, right, with Carmelo Anthony. And then you got the Charlotte Hornets, like, we're good, right? We don't want to trade. We'll give Gordon Hayward $120 million, but we won't give all our equity for Russell Westbrook, right? So it's kind of a standstill, and like, all right, Rockets gave Washington a call, and they're like, we'll take John Wall. You want to take Westbrook? And they're like, you know what? Fuck it, we'll do it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
And here they go, right? Basically the same players, except one's coming off an injury, 2 years in the making of. We haven't seen this guy besides those workout videos that he's been posting up. The Rockets are basically like, we're trying to give out the illusion that we're trying to, win, right? But in reality, bro, I'm expecting James Harden to get traded, this upcoming season, right? There's no way because the Rockets are not even competing whatsoever, right? When you think about it, and do you know how many picks and stuff people are willing to give for James Harden? I mean, dude, it's just only a matter of time. That's how I feel like, the fact that they traded Westbrook like that after one season, like, this goes to show you, like, dude, the run's over. It's over. Maury's gone. D'Antoni's gone. The crew is slowly, dwindling away, getting older. They gone. All that's left right now is James Harden. They just signed Boogie Cousins. It's a heartless business out here, man. You remember when the Lakers cut Boogie Cousins because he was injured. And then Boogie's like, oh, the plan was, I think the plan was to, sign back with the Lakers, but, no, he's not. And he signs for the minimum in the Rockets, right? I mean, dude, imagine this team back then in 2017, when all these dudes were healthy. Oh, man, dude. You talk about contender. Easy, right? But, that's not how the chips fall for these players these days. And Boogie Cousins is it's a pretty tragic fall from grace. The Rockets are just gonna be another second round team, maybe even first round next season, right? I mean, dude, who knows? Everyone's going if these guys are healthy, if it's over for the Rockets, right? Their run is over. What they should do is just trade James Harden, man. I mean, if this dude declined that $50 million, extension, and the owner of the Rockets probably sees the writing on the walls already. Like, I'm trying to give you more money so you can stay, so I can make my money by attendance of people coming in, right? Because this dude's struggling, billionaire struggling. Right, and James Harden's heart is not in Houston right now, right? He wants to go to the Nets. Supposedly, he wants to go to the Nets, right? That'll be the most ridiculous, team that, in theory, that I've ever seen. Are you telling me you're giving up? You're gonna have a team of 3 people who can put up 30 points per game on the same team? I mean, it'll make some fun, drama, right? Like who's gonna, be the one that sacrificed the most? I'm thinking it's Kyrie Irving that has to sacrifice the most, but deep down, Kyrie's like, what? I didn't sign up for this shit. I want to be Allen Iverson, that type of player. I want to be putting up, scoring titles and whatnot and doing whatever I want. I want to be that guy, right? I'm not trying to be no facilitator. Even though he's, perfectly capable of doing stuff like that. And, and then there you go, James Harden. Like, no, dude. I've been, averaging 35 points these last couple seasons. Why should my points per game go down, right? I'm more than capable of doing this. And, it will make some spicy stuff, but, it probably won't even happen. Unless it does happen in the midseason where the Nets make it. Things are going to be interesting this season. And then you got to go to the Wizards, right? The Wizards are like, we're just trying to make the playoffs, right? The Wizards have no way of making it deep in the playoffs. That I think, according to, all the East teams. Like, sure, you got Bradley Beal and you got Westbrook, right? Like, that's cool and all, but, the Wizards really need to just, develop their players, Hachimura and, Denny. Sure, you sign, Bertans. You got Thomas Bryant and whatnot, but it's really, it's not that, kind of an impressive team so far. I mean, they can't defend, right? They're basically just trying to outscore you, and they do outscore you. They get some high ass scoring averages, right? Makes them for exciting games, but that's not how you win championships, right? So they're just there, to drum up excitement, and I feel like. Scott Brooks is willing to take a chance on Westbrook because that's his guy, right? So, this might be just an experiment that's possibly going to go wrong again, right? Like, come on, man. Russell Westbrook wants to be the guy.
Do what I want.
Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
Supposedly he wants to be the guy, right? And then you got the clash of Bradley Beal, who's been, the franchise kind of player. They just got rid of their old franchise player. So we'll see how the Wizards ending up. I mean, are they gonna make the playoffs? I'm probably sure they're gonna make the playoffs. All right, Bradley Beal's good. Russell Westbrook's in the East now. He'll probably make the All-Star team. Putting up his stats and his way of playing, because he had to stand in the corner for James Harden yet again. You see. So we'll see. We'll see. How Scott Brooks utilizes, Westbrook. Is he gonna be like, the same, OKC throwback back in the day? Or of him just like slashing and everything? Or, it's gonna be, Bradley Beal, show, right? Where, Bradley Beal's putting up 30 points per game. Right? And he was basically the guy carrying the Wizards. So, we'll see. But overall, dude, the trade, none of these teams even want the trade. They're just like, all right, Wizards like, all right, we don't know how John Wall looks like. We'll take, Westbrook, right? At least we'll have a playable, player that's guaranteed to play, right? And, the Rockets are like, I don't want to pay no Russell Westbrook anymore, right? And, we'll be willing to take out John Wall off your hands, right? Just to show that, James Harden, like, hey, we're just trying to, mix things up for you to take us to the promised land, championship, right? What does that say about James Harden? Is it James Harden that's telling the owner, like, dude, I don't want to play with CP3 now. I don't want to play with Russell Westbrook. Like, I don't know, like, if that's true or not. But it was honestly a pointless trade. But we'll see what happens next season. Yeah.